Yo, see guys, I'm firing here back on the video, and today we're going to be hopping into my Chicago Bears offensive ebook in Madden 25. Now, this is going to be my favorite offense so far in Madden 25. It's going to have all of these setups for the best plays in the game, the best setups. Now, important part, if you guys do want the written version to this ebook, there's going to be a link in the description and pinned in the comment section, and that is going to be where you can purchase the written version. I highly recommend purchasing it. Everybody that has bought it in the past has loved the purchase. Pretty much what the written version is going to include is every written setup for Xbox and PlayStation for all the setups in this entire video. It talks about the coverages that they beat. It highlights each hot route that each player is on. It makes it super easy to follow along, and if you're really trying to learn the offense the most efficient and effective way, I would highly recommend you guys purchase that down below in the description. That is what I'm going to be just reading off straight up the entire video. Play for play, we're going to go through. I'm going to be reading straight from that ebook, and we're going to go through here. So Chicago Bears offensive playbook, there's a lot to like. Starting out, we like bunch offset, bunch strong offset. We like bunch strong nasty, 2 1A 1B formations in this playbook. Is there a few other good formations? Yes, we're really mainly just going to go over those bunch because those are really the main stuff that we like. There's a few, obviously other decent formations in here. Wing stack could be decent, bunch X nasty, not bad, but we're going to stick with the stuff that you guys came here to watch, and that's going to be bunch strong offset. We're going to start out in that. So the audibles that I like for this play are going to be corner strike. We're actually going to throw in read option here, and then we like bird stig and wide trail. So those are going to be the 4 plays that we're going to talk about. The other play that I do like is flood on the left there for passing purposes, and then we have a few really good run plays here. We have Bears quarterback sweep. We have crack toss, RPO alert screen, and then there's always a classic inside zone as well. So we're going to start out, and we are going to have our bunch on the left side for these setups. We're going to start out in corner strike here. So with corner strike, the thing that I like about this play is there is a lot to like. You have a nice little corner route, you have a C route, and then this little running back route. So there's a lot to work around, just stock. First setup that we're going to do is we're going to flat Y. We are going to smart out X. We are going to streak RB and just drag A. So simple setup here. Just a good little quick snap setup. You're really trying to work here between either the tight end or flat quick. And then if you get enough time and the coverage is right, you can hit DJ Moore over here. So we're able to hit him right there. Very effective pass there. Smart outing him is better, and he's also on a better corner out than the classic one. You see how it's more sharp, versus if you hot route the corner out, it kind of goes upfield more, which leads him actually into the defender in a lot of cases for the coverages. So again, here is a look at the setup. Now again, we do have a lot of setups. We are going to go through relatively quickly through these. Here you have the flat. Feel free to check it down to Swift. You see we pick up 6.5 yards right there. And I didn't realize my face cam was in the wrong area, but good thing I checked now before we got too far in the video. So we did check, and here it is just one more time. Obviously, the ideal guy to hit here is going to be DJ Moore on the sidelines. That's what we're trying to work, but you have the drag open. We can hit the drag, we can hit the flat, whatever. Moving into our next setup, we are going to run something very similar. The only difference that we're going to do is actually put B on a backside post. You can smart out B as well. We're going to leave him default for now. Now, one thing that you can smart out X as well, which you guys will see I will have like certain, if you see me typing ever, it's because I like messed up at some point in the ebook, in the written version. And so going through in the video actually is where I correct everything to make sure that is all accurate. Now, I may want to do some personnel changes to get Romo Dunze out of that spot, because if you want a good route runner in this B position, Romo Dunze would be a little bit better, maybe over here at X, or because again we will be using RB. It just depends on the play, but you can still hit him in this window, and he's okay. He just doesn't run a super sharp post route, which is fine. But again, in Ultimate Team, you should have good players all the way around. So there you have that setup. You would still have the corner out on the left. You still have the drag streak, but then it just gives you more of an option with B. So it's probably honestly a little bit better than that first setup. Next setup is going to be flat Y, drag A, and we're going to post RB. So here is going to be a look at this setup. Very unique here. You could smart out X as well in this one. Honestly, without the streak, I would probably just keep X on the normal corner route. Just because in the case where you're not really trying to hit the corner route, you're going to want it shorter so that it opens up the flat route a little bit more. But here we have the drag and post combo, which is really what we're trying to hit over the top. Boom. Keenan Allen, if we can hit him, that's ideal. You saw the tight end sitting there wide open. And so overall, very solid options there. Boom, boom, boom. Post A, drag A, or post RB, drag A, flat Y. Simple. Now you have a C route over there. Would you ever hit it? Probably not. Is it an option? Yes, but the outside third plays it pretty well. So if you want to hit the tight end, you could. It just depends on how far the zone drops is over there. If it's man covers, the drag should get open against that as well. Anyways, our next setup is going to be dragging B, putting the tight end here, A, on a post route. We're going to streak RB, and then we're just going to flat Y once again. Boom. Again, you could smart out X in this case as well. I'll probably just add that again, just because it's going to make it just a tiny bit more effective. So here's the setup. Now, does Cole Kmet get super open on this play? I don't necessarily know. Looks like he does there. The drag should do a good job of pulling those zones down, FYI. So again, streak RB, you could, let's reset. Smart out X, you're gonna put A on a post, B on a backside drag. You can do backside in route, whatever you'd like. I like the drag a little bit better, just gives it more of an option. Let's say Cole Kmet's covered, we can hit DJ Moore over there, we can still hit DeAndre Swift, and then it gives us another very late option with Rome Odunze. So again, you're trying to hit the corner or the post. If none are open, then you have your checkdowns. And in early play situations, if you see those flats, those underneath routes open, just take them. Always take those routes if you can. Last setup is going to be pretty much the same thing, but what we're going to do is just actually keep DeAndre Swift on his route now. So it's going to look like this. Little underneath route. Again, you can smart out DJ if you'd like. Now Swift, it's a very good route against man coverage, against zone. You would probably, this may be honestly a better setup from the short side, where we can drag B, post the tight end, streak Keenan. And you could run this vice versa if you really wanted to. If you wanted to block the tight end, you could do it like this. Dealer's choice. So now we would have a little bit more room for DeAndre Swift. You can still hit Cole Kmet in this window. So Rome Odunze coming back on the other side as well. Very solid play there. Let's hop into our next play, which is going to be wide trail. Now, something I'm going to do real quick is just go through here and change my play so I don't have to audible every single play. So we're going to do that, and let's go into it. So now we have wide trail. Wide trail is going to be probably our best play out of this formation. You have a nice little post route, and actually what I want to do is get some better route running. We're going to get Keenan Allen over there. If we can. Keenan. They make audibling so confusing. I think we did it right. Hopefully we did. I don't know why they can't just have it update. Like, this has never been an issue. But we do have DJ Moore over there, I guess. That's not what we wanted, but we'll take it. DJ Moore is better. Is good enough. So we're gonna flat Y. We are going to smart route B. This is gonna be setup number 1. Looking for this post ideally. Otherwise, you want either flat, drag route, angle route. This corner route is gonna be more for show. It's not really ever gonna be throwable. If it's man coverage, yes, could you hit it? But it's not a great corner route. Bears offensive line really doing us a lot of favors here, right, guys? So first read, you could hit DeAndre in the flats again. We pick up 5. You would take that. That's perfectly fine. You'll live with 5 yards every time. Now, obviously the big guy we're trying to hit is going to be DJ Moore right here in this window. Could you throw it a little bit earlier? Now again, Keenan Allen is a little bit of a better route runner over there, but he's not doing us much favors. I could honestly flip the play if I really wanted to, but there's kind of an example of these backside posts. My favorite passes to run this year, and there's so much going on this left side that it's going to go under the radar a lot. So again, smart route B, flat Y, very simple. You have this angle route with Cole Kmet that you can hit as well. Feel free to take that. And really just on this play, in most cases, you could literally just sit between the drag and the angle route, and it's going to be super difficult for him to defend. Or Swift is going to be open. So that's setup number one. Very simple, very good quick snap setup. You can get to the line, flat the running back, snap the ball, catch your opponent in an adjustment, catch him on the D-line, something like that. Setup number two, we're going to flat Y. We're going to streak X, where you're going to drag A. We're going to smart out B, and then we are going to motion out X. So here is an example of trying to actually open up Rome Odunze over here. Now again, he's not the greatest route runner. He probably still does get open on it, but we still have our backside post. We still have a little check down with the drag and the flat, but this is going to be a way to open up the corner out of this play if we want to right there. So you do have an option to do that. Again, he's not the best route runner, but we do have space over there still. That's open up. Again, the setup, smart out B, drag A, flat Y, streak X, motion out X, boom. You can hit Cole Kmet, you can still hit DJ over here, and it looks like we actually have more space in this setup, believe it or not. So very, very good looks right there. Let's hop into next setup, which is going to be flat Y. We're going to actually drag X. You're going to smart out B. We're going to block the tight end, and then we're actually going to motion X over the formation. So this is a good way to just mix things up. Doing motion is going to be an effective way. You'll see a lot of motion in this offense. Just a simple play. Now, again, you're not going to hit Romo over here by himself on the corner out unless it's like covered too hard flat and he's really able to get open on that. But we have drag. I like this combo a lot. One of these guys should always be open. And then you have a quick little read with Swift. This is a good play to run, especially if he's sending pressure at you, because you have the tight end for extra protection. So you're blocking 6. Very solid setup to run. So again, and you don't actually have to put X on a drag. I think he just flips. So I can actually take that adjustment out. Again, that's a good catch right here. So he is just going to kind of flip there. So just flat Y, block A, smart out B, snap the ball. Boom, the post route is covered. Let's hit Keenan Allen over here and we pick up 12 yards. Just super easy right there, guys. Super easy. Setup number 4 out of this play is going to be, we're again going to flat the running back. You will see a common theme of flatting the running back. It just is a super easy route. It's always going to be there. Take it, always. We are going to, again, we're still going to motion Keenan over. We're going to keep him on his drag route. Biggest difference here is we're just going to keep, we're going to put the tight end on a drag as well. So, and for some reason I did put in the drag X again, but we'll take that out. So here's the setup, nice little mesh concept, basically the exact same thing. You just add another option with the tight end. So now we can hit Cole Kmet over here. You see the post route does a really good job of pulling up those zones, pulling those zones over the left-hand side actually, giving us an option to throw. So again, drag A, motion Keenan across, flat Y, smart out B. You could even motion snap on this play if you want. I don't love the concept, but if you're a motion snap fan, feel free to do that. Or if you're trying to get the ball out quickly, whatever the situation is, that's an option. Anyways, setup number 5 out of this play is going to be flat Y. We're going to smart out B. You're going to slant RB. You're going to put A on a little corner out. We're going to smart out A. Then we're going to motion over X. Put X on a little, or we're going to motion him actually all the way across here. Just like so. This setup is going to be really cool looking. And for A, you don't have to smart out him necessarily. You can put him on the baby corner out. It's up to you. But I think this setup looks really good on paper. And you'll see DJ's going to come open. You have the slant here. This could be another setup where it's maybe a little bit better from the other short side of the field. DJ still there in the middle of the field. By the way, if you're running a cover 3 defense, get a hard-hitting safety for situations like that. Again, slant RB, put X on an out route with A. Again, you can smart out A if you want. He's fine on this corner route too. Then we have Rome Odunze coming across. You see Keenan's wide open over there early. I think the slant would be more of an option actually from the short side of the field, so we are going to move him over. And we'll run this play one more time. With Keenan, you could throw him on a flat as well if you wanted. Feel free to do the flat. I like the out route a little bit better. It's just more of a threat. So again, boom, here's a look. Now, he's going to play really aggressive. The read is Keenan Allen. There will be situations where sometimes you could hit him. Obviously, they're sitting on the slant, hit the post over the top, hit the flat with the running back, or hit the out route with Keenan Allen. Anyways, we got one more setup for wide trail. I know it's a mouthful, but this is going to be our biggest play by far. So we are going to motion out the receiver here. We're going to put him on a speed out. We are going to smart out B. We're going to put the running back on an out to the right. Or I guess it's called in this year. I didn't realize that. So we're going to put in. That's kind of cool that they did that. I'm a fan of that. So here's a look at this setup. We're using the angle route again. Keenan Allen, if he's wide open over here, throw it to him every single time. It's going to be an automatic almost first down. So feel free to take advantage of that. And again, you still have your other options. So you could hit Swift over here. You could still hit Cole Kmet, or you could hit DJ Moore. Now this in route, they don't run it great. It doesn't run great necessarily. It used to run a little bit better, but it's still okay. So it's a decent setup. Anyways, let's hop into Vert's dig. And here with Vert's dig, what we're going to do is flat the running back. We are going to put RB on a post. And then we're going to motion Keenan Allen over. So here is a look at this setup. Very solid. You have the little flat to wheel combo. Oh my god. I don't know why he just got shedded like that, but Keenan Allen, sometimes you could hit him there, sometimes not. Depends on the coverage. Cover 2 would be good. Cover 3, not so much. So you could hit the flat. You could hit Cole Kmet in the seam. He should be good. You could hit Rome Odunze in the middle. So Swift is open. This route, if that guy is a user and he's committing to something else, you could hit him. We're not making great reads right now. But I think Rome Odunze does get open on this post route right there. So he is an option as well. That's going to be your first setup. Let's move into our next setups. And our next setup is going to be flat Y. We're going to post RB again. We're just going to put A on a drag now. So this gives us a little bit more of a threat than we had before. We're in the wrong play. But here's a look at the setup instead. You still have DeAndre Swift or Keenan Allen. One of these two players should be open every single time if you can make the right read. Or unless they're in double Mabel or something. You have drag, you have backside post. This just gives us a little bit of another option. We'll come out over here, boom. He should be solid. And then you still have the post over the top. Just something a little bit different. I'll show that setup one more time here. If you need a high ball, you could. It's just going to result in some inaccurate plays like that, but you saw the separation. He was open there. Anyways, what we're going to do here is we are going to flat Y. We are going to put RB on a post route, actually. We are going to put B on a drag, and then we're just going to motion him across. Similar stuff. It just gives us kind of another option coming from the backside. We still have Rome Odunze. We still have Keenan Allen. We still have DeAndre Swift wide open. So really you have Swift, post, and flat, or Swift, drag, and post open on that play. I'll show it one more time here. And really with Swift over here, I mean, you guys see he's sitting there wide open. I don't know why I highballed that, but you have at least 5-6 yards every play if you want to take it. We got one last setup out of Vert's wide dig. And with this setup, it's a little bit interesting. We're going to try and hit the seam here. So we are going to post RB, put A on a little out route. And we're going to put Y on an in route, post RB. I am going to retype it here. So here's a look at this setup. Here you can almost hit Keenan Allen in the seam. I'm going to try it. If it's incomplete, don't blame me, but we are going to try it. So he's going to play that aggressively. If the linebacker is going to commit on the RB in the post, or if that's a user, that's kind of a route you can hit. You can see how it would be open if that linebacker obviously wasn't there. He is there, so it's not able to get open, but that is something that you can actually take advantage of if you're able to. Cole Kmet, he's sitting there in a good spot. Rome Odunze open. DeAndre Swift going to do his thing over there as well. So that is Vert's dig. Very solid play. Let's hop into our last passing play, which is going to be Flood. Very solid play in Flood we got for you guys. So with Flood, the main reason that I love Flood is going to be not the deep corner route with the tight end. The deep route is nice, but it takes so long to develop, it's almost useless. I like this route with Keenan Allen. He does a really good job of pulling up zones and holding zones that regular streaks or regular fades just do not do anymore. So what we're going to do here is we are going to put B, RB on a corner route. We're going to put A on a post. We're going to drag B. This is a good 6-man protection setup. Romo Dunze is going to have so much space over here. We just need the time to really hit it. That's a little bit weird because, let me just try that again. I swear I laughed this earlier, it worked fine. Keenan Allen is just getting bumped a little bit, but there's kind of the separation that you can hit. I guess if we switch formations, it would look a little bit better because that's what I was going against earlier. So let's try it here. Because now, when these receivers aren't getting bumped as much, that is a route you can hit. We'll try it from the short side as well, just to see if maybe it's because I'm on the wrong side of the field. I swear it was working earlier. It doesn't look like it's working as good now. You can take my word for it. I do think it's a good play still, but maybe it's better over here. I mean, these routes just get bumped. The pass interference in this game is really the most infuriating thing ever, but it can get open. You guys can kind of see it. Backed off coverage would be a little bit better, but it's fine. Anyways, another setup for this play is going to be kind of corner RB, post A, drag RB. You're just going to put Y on flat. Really same thing, but you're just adding a drag or adding a flat over here. So setup is still going to work. Cole Kmet gets really wide open on this play. So I love that. Even from the wide side, he's going to get open. I'll show it again. So a lot of space for that. I love that route. Obviously, if he's going to commit to the post, you could either hit the underneath drag, the backside flat towards the end of the play, or if the corner route gets open and you have enough time, the corner route should be open on that play. Anyways, let's go into some of these run plays. I do know that I'm taking a little bit of a while here, but again, these plays do take a minute. So let's just go through some of the run plays. I'm not going to talk a whole lot about them because they're not anything crazy. Do they work? They do work, but are you going to sit here and run the ball 20 times a game? Probably not. We are going to start out with the crack toss here, so let's get into that. And let's go back to the defense we were facing. Let's go back to this left hash mark. All right, so we have little crack toss. Boom. This play can be solid. It is kind of a high-risk play just because those linebackers can shed and blow it up in the backfield. And it is kind of a slower developing play, but if it works out, Cole Kmet maybe holds a block, you could get 10, 20 yards. If you can get in the open field, any play could be a touchdown, really. So, but you have situations like that. Same defense, same offense, same spacing. Play works for 10 yards one play, and the play just gets blown up for another play. So it's high risk when I tell you that. I'm not joking. You see, this is why I don't really run this play often, but situationally, maybe against the right defense, it could be a good play. Regardless, we have the read option next, and with the read option, it's going to be just a pretty basic run. I'll run it more so as my run play, good for dollar formations. Again, if you're facing heavy nickel or heavy 3-4 sets, it doesn't really make sense to even run the ball. But again, something like a dollar or a dime, weak formations, statistically, then you could maybe run the ball and have success. We're having decent success here. We're not getting blown up in the backfield. Sometimes what I like to do with the read option is mix it in with a little bit of motion. So we're going to incorporate a little bit of motion here. Sometimes a little bit of motion is just what you need to get the right blocks. Never mind. If 58 could get blocked, you see there would be kind of a lane to run through. I'm not going to sit here and try it 20 times. You could obviously keep it with Caleb if you wanted to as well. And there's going to be some space depending on if the end crashes. So we have that. Next play is going to be RPO alert screen. This play can be very good as well, situationally. I mean, right here, obviously it works out in our favor. Really, you're trying to run the RPO. If you are forced to hand the ball off, that's where this play becomes really bad. But this play works very heavily. when you're passing the ball a lot and they're catching them off guard, they're not thinking about the run play because nobody's really going to be sitting there expecting it if you pass the ball 10 times in a row. So that is where you don't want to abuse it. Don't sit there and run it every play just because it works one time. Even if it works, go back to the passes because that's how you're going to actually get the play to where it can work for 10 yards. And I try to hold the ball as long as I really can. Maybe even you could throw it a little bit earlier than I did there, depending on the situation if you have a lead blocker like we do. But super good play. If you have to hand the ball off, then stuff like that happens. So just definitely not ideal. Anyways, we got the Bears quarterback sweep here, and this is a good red zone play, good 2-point conversion play. Don't really want to run it in the open field because stuff like that can happen. But if you have a fast QB, this play can work. You can pick up like 5-6 yards. If your QB has high carry and he's not really going to fumble, this play could work as well. Like decent runs, nothing's going to be too crazy though. Anyways, let's hop into our next formation, which is going to be the bunch strong nasty. And going over the audibles for this formation, what we like is going to be mesh flat spot, RPO read bubble, wide trail, and PA bunch shot. Now, the other play we're going to talk about is going to be Z spot goal line on the right there. Very good play there. We're going to talk about that. You can put that in your audibles instead of PA bunch shot if you like. Dealer's choice. I will leave that up to you guys. We have crack toss in this formation as well. We have a normal inside zone. You could have inside zone there if you'd like. But we're going to start out with wide trail here. Again, wide trail. Really good formation. We're going to respot the ball so the bunch is actually on the right, on the wide side. I apologize if that is a little bit confusing, but that is just how I wrote the ebook. I don't know why I did it like that, but that's what we did. So, setup number 1, we're going to smart out X, flat Y. Does this look familiar? That's because it is familiar. You've already seen it. So, we have this. Post route should be a little bit open if it's not going to be open. Like right there, that's a little bit of a better look at what it kind of should look like. I mean, really every route on the field is open on that play because if you were paying attention, I mean, this route, how much space is over there? A lot. So you can hit that. The angle route is open as well. I mean, these setups are just the best, like these little quick snap setups. And you really can't use both of them. And those routes will even be more open online because, again, he's going to probably be using over the middle of the field. So he's going to heavily commit to one of those routes. Probably the drag or the post, whatever. One of them is going to be super open. It's going to be super obvious. That's why bunch just makes your life so simple. Anyways, next setup is going to be smart route X. We're going to flat B. So we flat B. We smart out X. And then what we can do is we can put the running back on a little in route. So in route, just a good way to mix it up. You could block the running back if you want as well in this play, but it's kind of a good way to open up the running back. Now again, they do tend to get blocked this year. I don't know why. I wish they would just have them go a yard further so that they could actually clear the O-line before cutting through the offensive line. It's so stupid that they do that, but it's fine. Again, here's the look. Post route still going to be open. You still have the angle route. Now I forgot to smart route X. We're still able to undercut it there, but make sure you smart route him. If you're not going to smart route him, you could put him on the manual post, and that's going to be an even shorter option. So it may even be a little bit of a better look because you can hit him very much so underneath. Now I'm not going to rewrite the whole thing, but that's just a thought. This one's going to be more of a faster breaking route, better for man coverage. It's around the same thing, but because the other one takes slower, it actually almost opens it up a little bit more. Anyways, next setup is going to be, we're actually going to motion the running back out. So we're going to motion him out, and this creates a beautiful 5-wide sequence. What we're going to do here is drag wide, block the tight end, and that is it. 2 drags, corner out, post. Just again, a classic setup, but it's going to be good. And again, you guys are thinking kind of what I'm thinking here. When you do this, he's going to be thinking all sorts of things just based on what we've already showed in this video. 20-something minutes, almost 30 minutes so far of setups. So what is your opponent going to be thinking? He's going to be thinking 30 minutes worth of setups, and you just hit him with 2 drags and a post. And he's like, oh, well, that was just 2 drags and a post. Yes, it was. Post route wide open. We try to hit him. DeAndre Swift wide open, Odunze wide open. Again, really all you're trying to do with your offense is open up 3 wide open routes at the same time, make the right read. You use there's one of them, you have 2. The spacing is what I developed here. Now all you guys have to do is really make the right read. Next setup, we're going to motion our good friend DeAndre Swift back out. We're going to put him on an out route. We're going to slant B, and we're going to block the tight end. So again, we could smart out X on this setup as well, but good little slant post combo. You see we get a little bit more space there with the post. Slant is going to be open. We're going to run that again. And again, these are good 6-man protection setups. So we're giving you guys a few options if you have to block 6, just for pass protection purposes. So we have Odunze over here. Feel free to hit him. You see the out route is open as well. This could be another play you maybe want to run from the short side. I don't hate that decision. Just know if you run it from the short side, you're opening up the slant a little bit more, you're opening up the out route a little bit more, but you're giving up a little bit of space on the post route, and I like having more space for my post. So it's just up to you guys. Last setup for Y trail is going to be A on a post route. We're going to flat Y, we're going to put X on a hitch, and then we're going to actually motion Odunze across, and we're going to just streak him. This is a beautiful concept. Keenan and Swift are more for looks. You could hit Swift really on this play, but we're really trying to hit Komet or DJ Moore. Really, we're trying to hit the post. So the hitch does a really good job of holding that zone over, and what you could actually do instead of the streak is we could do corner route, because that may be a little bit of a better option. So we'll try it. We'll see what works better, and I may just update the ebook in live time once again. So it seems like the corner works a little bit better. We're going to update that. Then again, this is why it's good. And obviously you guys are getting the version that's updated. But this setup is beautiful. DJ Moore, really good job of the hitch. This won't be the last you'll see of those hitch routes. Wink, wink. Corner route over here. Boom. You hit that. And again, who do you still have? DeAndre Swift for almost 15 yards. So a lot of good stuff out of Y Trail, our good friend Y Trail. Let's hop into our next play, which is going to be mesh flat spot. We are on the tail end here, so video shouldn't take too much longer, but let's go into mesh flat spot. And then we are going to put RB on a post. We're going to put X on a corner out, and we are going to drag our tight end. Bada bing, bada boom. Beautiful looking setup. We're trying to really hit Swift, Met, or Keenan Allen. Could DJ Moore get open? Yes, he could. Is it going to be your best read? Probably not. And again, we're kind of, some of these routes get open later? They could. I'm more so accounting for late play situations, really. That's my thing. I'm trying to account for the late play situations. Not late play situations, but pressure, like getting shedded. We want to get the ball off quickly. That's kind of my concern. Keenan Allen, wide open in the middle of the field. And again, I don't hate falling down in the middle of the field because we don't want to take a hit. We don't want to fumble. But the setup is going to be good. You have DeAndre over here. Again, you can hit him. You can pick up 3 or 4. I do not hate doing that on every play because if you have a good play and you just hit the flat, he doesn't really see what you did on that play, and you can just run it again and he's not going to know what happened. So take the flat every single time you can. Running the flat on almost every play for a reason. So we have that setup. Next setup is going to be A on a corner out. We're going to motion B across the formation. He's on a corner out, so he's going to kind of turn into a post route. Then what we're going to do is put RB on a slant, and we're going to put X on an out route. Kind of a weird looking setup, but does it also kind of look familiar? I think so. So we have slant, we have post. Now he ran with that really well. Odunze has not good route running either, but I do love this setup a lot. Again, very similar concept to what we ran out of the bunch strong offset. You still have the slant route late that you could hit. You still have the out route wide open. In the post, you could put it on a post. Like really, if you wanted to motion him across, put him on a post. And then he's going to be a little bit shorter. You could smart out him. You want him a little bit deeper. But the linebacker plays it pretty well anyway. Now you see he doesn't play it at all. That we actually put him on a post route. We didn't smart out him there. So maybe that's the move. And I'm probably just going to update that now. Post B, So again, we're going through and putting the best version of these plays out here. Next setup, put A on a post route. We are going to streak RB. Good quick snap setup. Cole Kmet over here should get open, potentially, maybe not. Maybe he does if you're on the right side. So again, some of these setups will be better from over here. I'm not going to label necessarily which ones. That's for you guys to lab. That's for you guys to figure out. Post A, streak RB, and let's rock and roll. So now you see again, Cole Kmet, he's able to get hit. That would be a little bit of a risky pass, but if he's using one of those players, it's less risky, obviously. But again, just good quick snap setup. You have Swift, you have DJ Moore. Swift is going to do a nice job of opening up DJ Moore over there, so we like that. Next setup is going to be put A on a post, streak RB, we're going to hitch X, and we're going to hitch B. So 2 hitches and a post, very good. DJ Moore is going to be wide open there. Keenan Allen should be wide open, or Romo Dunze should be wide open over there as well. I forgot to put DJ Moore on his hitch, but you see how open Romo Dunze is. Let's say we respot the ball. Play is still going to work just fine. And you could still maybe hit Cole Kmet in the middle of the field there. So really, 4 routes that would be open. The flat should be open as well. So beautiful setup there with the hitches. It's beautiful. Last setup out of match flat spot, we're going to go back to motioning the running back out. We're going to put the running back on a streak. We're going to put X on a corner out. We're going to put B on a post. We're going to put RB on a drag. We're going to block the tight end. Does this play look familiar? It looks very familiar. Snap the ball. Bada bing. DJ Moore is going to be kind of our first read over there. If we can hit him, I love that route. Good against cover 3, good up against cover 2. I like it from the short side, so I do like being on this hash mark. I think I just ran that wrong. Oh yeah, I did. Sorry, fellas. But here's a look. Now, obviously, it gives away that you're running the ball, but if you're passing the ball every play, anyways, it should be okay. Hit the drag. Post gonna be open on the backside. Just chef's kiss. Last setup for these formations. Let's go into PA bun shot. First setup I like out of this is a good quick snap setup. Just flat Y, snap the ball. Boom, flat Y. If you get enough time, B is going to be open over here. That is good crosser. If you have hot route master, you can put him on a crosser. That would be good. You have a deep post. You have a little underneath route. Just a good quick snap setup. Again, you could hit Keenan, sure. I'm okay hitting that route. If you want the tight end on the backside corner route, throw him on that. Again, PA bun shot, maybe the worst play out of this set that we're going to talk about. Next setup is going to be put B on a post route. We're going to put Y on the flat. We're going to block our tight end, which I made an error. And we're going to streak X. So just a simple setup here. You have the post route on the back end. You have the drag. I wouldn't even hate going curl. So if you really wanted to, actually, I'm going to add a setup literally as we're speaking because I just came up with a good idea. This is kind of how these videos come to me, or how some of these setups come to me. They just come. So also that setup one more time, actually. Here's the look. Drag, post. You can hit either one. Now the setup that I actually just thought of is going to be put B on a curl, RB. We're in the wrong play, but B on a curl, RB on a post, streak X, drag A, flat Y. Now I forgot to flat Y in my audibles, so we're going to now flat Y. And then what I like doing for this is motioning this guy out. Could you go corner out with the setup? You could. The setup's going to be very solid. The core route's going to be open against cover 3, so we're going to actually try and hit that next play. Now you are obviously hot routing every single player on the field, so it's going to take a minute. Never mind, that doesn't get open. So that play is not as good as I thought, but still show it. You can do corner out over there as well. Let's hop into our next play, which is going to be Z-Spot GL, and then we'll briefly go over some of the run plays. So we will put those into our audibles. So let's go inside zone. Let's go, where are you, crack toss? Is there anything else? I don't think so. So Z-Spot goal line, very solid play. So here's the thing with this play. We want to use Keenan Allen's route. So I think with this play, the audibles also changed. The tight end, I think, was A. Now he's RB, unless I'm tripping. What we're going to do, motion B across. We're going to drag RB. We're going to be on a corner out. We're going to put Y on a flat, and we're going to streak X. Boom. Keenan Allen's route should be money over there. He's really the guy again. He's good against cover 3, cover 4, man coverage. Just, you guys kind of, I think, should know about that route. It is beautiful. Streak X, corner RB. You could flip these if you want. It's not going to be a big deal. Drag RB. Could you post RB as well? I don't hate this as well. A lot of potential for this play, you guys. Again, Keenan's the guy. Swift, super wide open too. And then you have drag, corner route. Corner route's going to be open there. Just a really, really good play, you guys. I cannot state that enough. This play is going to be just super overpowered right here. And then you have corner routes on both sides. And we get a bad throw there. Could you re-spot the ball over there to the right? And this play would work. You definitely could. Next setup is going to be block RB. We're going to flat Y. We're going to motion him across. We're going to put X on a post. We're going to drag B. So it's going to be like this, just with a baby corner route. Bada boom, bada boom. Keenan wide open. Backside post is going to be open. I'll show that one more time just because my voice is getting tired and I can't speak for too much longer without losing my voice. So you could, again, you could flip these guys. I don't hate doing that at all. Do whatever you want, personnel-wise. It's going to be open regardless. Is he going to catch it regardless? Doesn't look like it, but it's open. Last setup out of this play, flat Y. We're going to motion over B, streak him. We're going to put X on a hitch, and then we're going to put RB on a post. Kind of similar to what we showed a little bit earlier. You could, again, put B on a corner route as well. Wink, wink, kind of what we did earlier. Now, he gets a little bit upfield to where this play works fine. So, just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful setups out of these plays. Super good. If you guys know how to, are able to mix all these together, it is going to work 1,000,000,000%. Oh my God. Can we throw the flag? Jesus. You see the corner out's open. I do want to show you guys the corner out a little bit against something like a man coverage look, just so you guys can really see that it is as good as I'm saying. So let's simulate a setup over here. Something like this. And the reason we cleared out is for situations like man coverage, where look at the separation, 5-10 yards now. That's Keenan Allen against a not so good cornerback, but it does get open against man coverage. Big reason why man coverage isn't able to be used at the moment really effectively. So last formation, and I just have one play out of this just because it's something that I like. Gunling stack, we're going to run mesh spot. And so what I like in mesh spot is I'm going to respot the ball. I like the wheel route. I love having wheel routes. Running back apprentice is worth it to me for wheel routes. Now I can't put them in videos because obviously not every team, not every person is going to have it, but it does pay me that we cannot do that. So we're going to corner Y, we're going to slant X, and then we're going to motion snap B. I may like this play from the other hash mark, but DeAndre Swift, I do like this play from the other hash mark. So here's a look once again. motion snap him out. You see Cole Kmet is wide open, but look at DeAndre Swift over there. This is a good red zone play as well. 5-7 yard line. Good. You can mix it up a couple times a game. Now, obviously, you would want to mix in like an inside zone as well, which this inside zone is going to be good. So, cool little two-play scheme there. But if you guys did enjoy, once again, grab that ebook down below for purchase. I would much appreciate it. Let me know which ebooks you guys want to see next. Can we do a defensive one? Let me know. Another offensive one, Colts. Something I was thinking about doing. But if you guys want Jets or Patriots trips, who knows? I'll leave it up to the people. So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more of these. It would be much appreciated. And peace. I'm out of here.